But here's what actually made me make this video. You see, some time ago, my friend offered me to play Doom Eternal on highest difficulty, Nightmare, and I was really skeptical because I kinda suck at most of the shooters, single player or multiplayer, and when I was playing Doom Eternal 2016 or Ultra Kill or any other shooters, I was always choosing mid difficulty. But my friend told me that because of that, I ruined my experience. Well, I've decided to give myself a chance. And after 30 or 40 hours, I finally completed Doom Eternal on a Nightmare. And at the end credits, I had a lot of thoughts why I was so scared to play game on a high difficulty and what difficult games actually taught me. In our lives, most of the good things we achieve through struggle. Struggle of overcoming our fears and weaknesses. Like learning how to read. When you only started, it was really difficult, and you had no instant progression. It took a lot of time and practice, but you kept going, forced by your parents. And by doing so, you learn that you can overcome something. You've learned about your courage, and you gain confidence. Both courage and confidence are actually skills, and they can be developed through your entire life. Their development determines our whole life, whether you will be afraid of overcoming something, achieving, trying, and not be afraid of failing, like learning how to paint or how to play guitar, or how to confess your feelings to a girl from your class. All of that requires skills that you achieve through completing something that requires skill. But when you're an adult or a teenager, no one forces you to learn or do something. You are left alone for yourself. And most of the time, we simply live in a space of regular things that are familiar for us. Things that you got used to, and you simply avoid things that might be discomforting for you. But this lifestyle leads for you to keep having low confidence and courage to start things that might be interesting for you, things that can actually improve your life. And through my personal experience, it harms you really badly. It's crazy how lack of achievements in early life can mess you up. I gave up so many times because I thought that I'm not good enough for something, that I will give up, it's too difficult for me, that it will take too much time for me, and overall I was overthinking on something instead of just doing that. Like for example, painting. Now looking back, I know that I most likely would succeed, but something just held me. My lack of courage. I simply had no confidence in myself. And here's a question. Can you get confidence and courage? Simple answer is yes. You simply need to learn how to overcome difficulties. But both of us know that learning how to dance or how to write code is boring. But hopefully, our brain doesn't see difference between dancing and playing Doom Eternal on a Nightmare. With one difference, playing Doom is actually fun. You see, difficult games is an amazing tool for our psyche. In games like Sekiro, Lies of P, Metro on highest difficulty, Fury, Sifu, or any other Souls game, you go through a very interesting path. For example, I remember fighting Prime Radahn in DLC for Elden Ring, and at the beginning of combat, I was trying to simply stay alive. I wasn't able to live for even 10 seconds before he would obliterate me. I had no idea how to not only damage this guy, but to simply stay alive as long as I can. In my head, I only had thoughts like, damn, I will never be able to beat this boss. How? I can't even survive 30 seconds. How am I supposed to beat him? I was in complete state of despair, but I was trying and trying and trying, and after a few days, I was getting better and better, and I was finally able to beat him. I went through point zero, where I had no idea how to beat him, to 100. And now I guess I can consistently beat this boss. And what is great is that your brain learns that feeling. Your brain memorized this feeling of you overcoming something. And whenever you would be facing wall, your brain will whisper to your consciousness things like, dude, you can actually do that. You can overcome something. Also, hard games teach us to stay focused. Nowadays, when we play games like Assassin's Creed or something like that, we can simultaneously listen to a podcast, watch a movie, talk with our friends in Discord, and that is actually horrible. Doing so damages our perception of media and harms our ability to focus. And behavior like that will harm not only the way we interact with media, but also it harms our daily activity. We are less concentrated on our serious tasks, we are less involved in activities that require from us attention. Multitasking just creates illusion of accomplishment and efficiency. If I'd get asked after activity like that what I did in game or what I've heard in a show that I was watching, I wouldn't be able to answer because our brain just turns off. We consume content that we dislike and leave our brain no space to wonder, to get bored, to recognize emptiness of that activity. In the end, we can't really have a thought about what happened on a screen. Consuming content like that actually increases your anxiety and causes brain fog. It worsens your memory. Bro, you need to relax. You don't need your every single activity to be super effective. You need to sometimes just try to relax and play video games. And hard games actually is really helpful with this problem. Hard games just leave you with no space for multitasking. It requires your full attention, and you will have to lock in order to beat the game. If you, for example, will try to play Fury with a podcast as a background, well, good luck, dude. I mean, seriously. In the end, I'm not saying that playing Dark Souls will solve all of your problems and you will turn into some kind of chod. No, but playing difficult games can be a very small brick that may help you to build something good. Something that may change the way you interact with games and maybe with your own life.